Good evening, brothers, sisters, and gender norm resistors. It's time for some more Powerwash Simulator with me, your host, Ollamh. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, we are continuing on. We have taken care of the Hexenjäger siblings. At least that's who they say they are now. Still don't believe them. And we are on to the skate park, working for the park warden yet again, who still doesn't really want to actually clean anything. And hello there, Christina. Welcome. So yes, this is the skate park. He just, he would be perfectly fine just leaving it a mess. Except for there's going to be a county championship, which means it's going to be on TV and in the papers and stuff like that. And we can't we can't have them, seeing this dirty. So let's go ahead and jump on in here. And we've got a few messages from him as far as this goes. Yeah. Anyone ever explained to you what kind of compound they use for structures such as these? I mean, how the heck do you even make a slope out of concrete? It's not that hard. They've been doing it for a while. There's one thing I know about concrete. It's that it likes to be as flat as possible. That's not quite true. So we've gotten all the walls, all the bars, and pretty much everything that's like well up and away from the ground. Which means we just need to take this down. So yeah, the park warden really just kind of sounds like he is, I swear he is like, I would not be surprised if we find out that he is like siphoning money and stuff. Like that would totally be within his MO. It's like, yeah, I mean, he was pissed off that the parents were upset about their kids getting dermatitis and rashes and stuff like that supposedly from the play park, the children's park. And it's like, well, it was pretty filthy. Like, it was actually, I would be willing to say it was actually worse than this place. And of course he's like, well, why do they need, like, why do they need this rubberized like mats up for the floors? Why can't they just use good old creosote? Like, I think if the parents hadn't complained, he would have just left it filthy. I really think he would have just like left it as just like this disgusting mud encrusted stuff that's got like, I'm pretty sure it had like moss or something growing on it. At least I'm hoping it was moss and not like, some kind of mold. And we haven't heard anything about the mayor's cat recently, which is, troubling. Actually, you get out of here. All right, there we go. All right. You know what? We should actually have enough money to buy the Vista Pro. Yeah, Vista 3000. That's what it was. Vista 3000. Spinning 0-degree nozzle. There we go. That'll be nice for when we need to, you know, really hit something high up. Which, you know, we're going to need to do before too terrible long. That's for damn sure. Okay, what extension do we have? We've got this. Because it is. It's actually a skate. This is actually like a skate park. So, like, yeah, this is for skateboarders and stuff. Which is why we are able to do what I just did and, like, you know, pole vault ourselves off. Okay, I am using the 3000. I have to say, I'm like, man, this is either some really tough grind or we're not using the right tool. It's like, no, we're using the right tool. All right. Yes, it's actually called the bowl. I don't know if I don't know enough about skater culture and terminology and stuff to know if that's the right term for that. I was only ever tangentially involved with the skater type situation when I was a kid. But I was I was close enough to it to know that, yeah, that removing some of the better graffiti off of the skate park was a mistake. Because some of the skating outfits and companies and stuff, they are usually on the lookout for somebody who has a unique art style to make advertisements and stuff for them. Especially somebody who's already popular in the culture. They're like, yeah, that's they know, you know, somebody like that would know what the kids want to see and what will appeal to them as far as logos, designs on the boards and stuff, or just, you know. All right, we'll go ahead and do the upper floors first. Wow, that is some seriously harsh stuff. I'm kind of upset that the park warden isn't as chatty as some of the others. Like last night we had the like I said, the Hexenjäger couple that were trying to reinforce the fact that they are not the bank robbers from a few years ago who turned over a new leaf and became bakers. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's like I'm pretty sure that there's most of the places that we're going they haven't been washed in at least a few years, if not a couple of decades. Of course, this town does live in the shadow of a volcano that is like constantly smoking, I guess. Which is kind of weird. It's like, you know, you would think that nobody would want to live that close to a smoking volcano. Because even if it's not like fully erupting, it's like it's still pumping out all kinds of ash and stuff into the air that's just gonna make your home filthy. Alright, so we've got all of the upper parts done. Now we can work on like the stairs and the ramps and stuff going down to the lower deck. Wow, that actually like really did a number on this. Like, stuff is not nearly as ground in as the rest. If that or I'm just really taking my time with it, I'm not sure which. All right. Squat down and see. Sure, the underside has probably still got some funk on it. Oh, you know what? This angle for these boards. Yeah, there we go. All right. So nice to have a professional tool. Alright, there's that. I'm sure this is probably, yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, the ramp probably has like this corner piece here. Hey, we got another star. Alright, there we go. And we've got this guy. Yeah, this is just one of those games that's just, it's nice. It's a nice, calming game. It's perfect for a late night game because it's like, yeah, it's just soothing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the inside angles, the inside bits, the underside, yeah, that can get annoying on some parts of it. Like, especially with like vehicles and stuff like that, because it's like you have to basically like angle it around like hoods and tires and stuff like that. It can get very annoying very quickly. Some of the DLC stuff is even worse. Like when you're talking like they have some that's like you're dealing with like big old robots from like the Final Fantasy series. So it's like all of those odd angles and square bits and all the panel lines and stuff that are just like, yeah, it is just torturous at times. Stuff like the skate park it's big, but it's not as horrible. Like, I think the play park was actually worse because you had a lot of wooden construction pieces and stuff for like play areas for kids. It's like, yeah, there were a lot of really teeny tiny little bits and bobs and stuff that's just like, okay, this is getting silly. Like some of the floorboards that's just like, you know, you actually have a gap where there's grime and dirt and stuff in between the boards. So you have to stand at like just the right angle. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, like above signs and like there's somewhere like all the letters stand out, so you have to like hit the top of the letters, the bottom of the inside of the letters, and it's like after a point it's like, okay, can we just like dump a few gallons of water on it and call it a day? There is something, like I said, there is something just calming about, you know, just taking this from completely caked in mud to being spotless. Especially these days, it's like, yeah, this is just what I need. Without the psychological trauma of having to clean up after somebody being murdered. Get the back sides of all of these. All right. Not bad, not bad. There we go. I was gonna say, I'm like, that should be it before too long. Come on. You can go ahead and give it to me. The smaller the thing, the more picky it seems to be as far as how much you have to clean before it counts it as clean. Apparently I was still crouched down. I didn't realize that. That would be why I wasn't, like, climbing the stairs as efficiently as I should have been. Alright. I actually got to the point where we actually got all the way through to the driftwood house and got that all set up. So we got through all of the main stuff of the game. I'll probably do the holiday stuff actually around the holidays. Like I know they've got I know they have a Halloween one set up. I also did a couple of the really big jobs, like the ones that are designed for, you know, co-op play. All right, there we go. This one. I like the idea of working from the top to the bottom. Doesn't always work out so well. Oh yeah, I know that I know there's like a creepy witch one that's like designed for around Halloween that like gets really freaking weird. I'm also interested to see when they come out what they're gonna wind up doing with their House Flipper 1 remake that they were talking about. Like, I don't remember if House Flipper 1 really had as much of a story, like a kind of, hey, you know, you actually get information about the different jobs and stuff and the people that you're working with. To the point where you can actually connect the dots as far as like the gal who was selling her coffee shop, and then later on when you're on the coast, it's like, hey, so my girlfriend's moving in and she's wanting to sell her coffee here. It's like, wait, I know, you know, once I started getting into that one, I'm like, wait, I know that. Yeah, Powerwash 2 is supposed to have co-op. I think this one has co-op as well. The big question is will it have a co-op and cross-platform co-op? That's my question, because it's like, you know, if somebody has it, you know, like if somebody has it on the Switch too, will they be able to co-op with somebody who's playing it on the PC? Seems kind of hit and miss these days as to whether companies do cross-platform co-op or not. All right, there we go. All right, so we have the gallery floor, wait, we haven't finished the gate? I thought we had. I guess not. There we go. All right. Now we just need to do the 2 main floors and we're good. We've got somebody who needs their sidecar washed as well. Yeah, I'm definitely thankful that I did some of the DLC stuff and got money for this new power washer, because man, doing this with the other one would have been a pain. Like, this one is really good. And there's one that's even better. Okay. That might be one that would be interesting to play. Like, you know, there's some of the cooking stuff, some of the cooking type stuff, simulators that I know are co-op and can lead to massive confusion and, you know, and mayhem. I think I've got a couple of them. I think I've got one. Oh, hey, what's this now? Say, does that washer of yours work on hedges? do you need your hedges washed? I mean, I'm not like cutting the mud or anything, so that's a really weird question. Like, you could use it to water them, I guess, but it really wouldn't be an effective way of doing it. There we go. Yeah, let's get these two areas connected real quick. All right, there we go. Yeah. Like that's what I was thinking, Christina, is like how would you power wash hedges? Like, are you trying to clean them? Are you trying to like blast the dead leaves and stuff out of them, off of them? What? I don't understand the point the point at which they would be like, yes, a power washer would be useful on hedges. Of course, the park warden is not exactly a right thinking person. He is, yeah, he is confusing. I think he wanted to go into construction from the way he's talking about like construction materials and stuff like that, but that's just a guess. All right. In bite-sized swaths. About the only way not to get overwhelmed with the sheer amount of stuff that we've got to do is like take a little bit at a time, take it in swaths, break it down to manageable pieces. so many people I know that will get into like a cleaning project or something. And like, oh, I've got all of this stuff to do. And it's like, don't look at the big stuff. You know, I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised if he, yeah. He's like, oh, well, this doesn't look so hard. I mean, we can do the, oh, nope, never mind. For some figuring he's probably like in his 60s or 70s. So he's like the old school stuff. Like, yeah. Like the comment about the creosote, you know, why do they need this foam, the springy like foam stuff in the kids park? What's wrong with good old creosote? Like that just really sounded like a back in my day. We didn't have all this fancy soft stuff under our feet when we were playing as kids. If you fell off the monkey bars, it hurt. That was the point. You knew you fucked up, and you knew not to do it again. Of course, that being said, I remember, you know, when I was a kid, yeah, it was all asphalt and the sheer number of scraped knees and stuff you got from like, not even from the playground, not even from like a playground or anything, just like PE in grade school. Like, oh yeah, you're skipping and running and jumping on asphalt, and it's like, yep, you are going to just scrape the hell out of your knees. That being said, I would not recommend it. Like, no, if there's something better for the kids and safer for the kids, yeah, let's not traumatize our kids with physical pain. Oh, yeah. Yeah, in my area, we had, in my local playground, we had a tornado slide that was just 100% just unpainted metal. It was, yeah, it would absolutely just torch. Yeah, you would come away with burns all day long. There we go. All right. I was gonna say, I'm like, there's probably like one teeny tiny little piece there. Yeah. I would be pretty severely annoyed too if it was like, hey, so yeah, you need to mow the yard. Here's an edge trimmer. It's like, that's not the proper piece of equipment for this job, sir. All right, let's get all of that out. We should be able just to sweep from side to side and get edge to edge here, I think. Why do we take our time? Yeah, there's the cat prints. So again, Ulysses was through here. At least I'm pretty sure that's Ulysses. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I'm like, yeah, that would be... So after they did all that work at their own house, then it's like, oh, hey, by the way, here you go. Here's the actual, like, yeah, here's an actual lawnmower. You can mow lawns. It's like, wait, but I've already mowed my own lawn with an edge trimmer. That's... Thanks? Yeah, everybody bitching and moaning about, like, oh, yeah, the garden hose thing. It's like, what? I don't understand what the big deal is. I don't think that there's anything inherently bad about the inside of a hose that's like, yeah, you can't drink from this. Of course, then again, back in the 80s, we were back in the 70s and 80s, we were barely realizing that, hey, maybe we shouldn't have lead in our pipes and in our paint and in our gasoline. Like, lead in a lot of things just isn't good. All right. Stand up. There we go. We have the time lapse of us just cleaning everything. It looks like it's just, it looks like you're just tearing through it. It's like, no, it takes a while. I hear you on that one, Christina. Yeah, it's like, oh no, we survived a lot of shit that is like, yeah. Well, while we've survived a lot of shit, and it's like, for me, it's like, yeah, I survived all of that stuff. I would not wish it on any kid these days, but it's like, yeah. Great job, Dirt Finder. Scrubbed up kinda neat, didn't it? Beats me how you do it all with just a jet of angry water. Not that folks seem grateful. All I'm getting so far is gas from the baggy pants brigade, complaining that it don't look sick no more. Which is surely the point? No, what they're saying is that it's, you took away the graffiti and stuff, the stuff that made it really unique. Like, there was literally a painting of a heart with, oh, what's his name? Calvin Miller and his first girlfriend's initials there. All right. Well, before we get into the firehouse, let's do the motorbike and sidecar. It made us tough as hell, yeah, but it's like there's also a certain amount of existential trauma that's just like ingrained in us now. It's kind of like, you know, when everybody's talking about, oh well, you know, the U.S. and Russia and China and North Korea and all of these countries that have nuclear weapons are starting to beef and stuff like that. And it's like, what about World War III? Oh my God, we could have nuclear war at any time. It's like, this somehow feels comforting. It's like going back to your childhood, that existential dread of we could all be wiped out at a moment's notice and we wouldn't even see it coming. So let's hear. Sue Berry. You may have seen the pictures of my hubby and I becoming the first sidecar to complete the 24-hour Great Plains Challenge. Everyone thought the tracks were just too bumpy and 24 hours in the seat is too restrictive, but it was no problem at all. When I got uncomfortable, I just took my hands off the throttle for a second and gave them a shake. The brutal 5-hour river section sure took it out of the sidecar, though. Can you clean it up? By the way, Bobby wondered if you knew any chiropractors. No, I do not. I've not found a chiropractic simulator yet. So this is our home, well, our home garage. All right, I don't think we'll need that. I mean, it is just mud, right? It's not like, you know, tar and stuff. Alright, so spoke set, suspension, the fender, alright. Just sweep it all across. You got some rust in there too, lady. That is not good. Not healthy for bikes to be rusted. It's not serious rust, at least. We didn't have to break out the 0-degree nozzle for it, so that's something.
There we go. All right, so now I think it's just the sidecar that needs cleaning. All right, the mud guard, right. That's probably, I was going to say, probably like up and in. Yeah. Boom, there we go. Hey, don't suppose you have some time to fit in my poor little Trixie, do you? She's all mucked up. You're what? Yeah, I kind of wonder where all of that goes. Kind of wonder why we have seem to have an unlimited tank of water too. Like, where's the water coming from? I mean, I know it's on a tank and on his back, but like, it can't hold that much water, can it? Great job on the sidecar. It's never looked better. Tempted to go in for the Appalachian Way mega run now. It's always been Bobby's dream. Okay. What was this? Oh, somebody's SUV. Beth Ryerson. Is that Ned's wife? My poor SUV. Look at the state of it. Dropped the kids off at the play school and the police closed the National Park Drive for some reason, so I had to double back over the dirt tracks to get home. Trixie wasn't built for roads like this. Please help her look cute again. Wait, so you were dropping them off at, I'm guessing Martha Hubbard's boot-shaped play school, and the police closed off the national park. I wonder if they finally realized that the Hexenjägers were actually the bank robbers. Did they finally connect the dots there? All right, start at the top and work our way down. All right, this is not just mud. This is like some serious, like, oil and stuff. There we go. Those are some really strange sounds coming from outside. Like, that cannot be the wind. Can it? Like, I'm afraid we're gonna find out that that's like the frickin' volcano that's making all that noise. Yeah, your European is showing here, guys. It's a hood, not a bonnet. All right, so now we've got the wheels, the tires, and the back bumper, I think. Maybe it's that UFO that they saw. Well, that was pretty easy. Oh, she looks so beautiful, and just in time for my afternoon catch-up with the girls. Thanks muchly. I still think she's Ned Ryerson's son. Or daughter, maybe wife. I don't know. All right, so yeah, we've just got the firehouse now, so yeah. All right, our fire station's as mucky as a pig pen. Ordinarily, we just break out a few crates of the cold stuff and let the strong arms and hoses have it. But what with being sent here, there, and everywhere in search of the mayor's dang cat, we just can't get the time. I'm messaging you from the lower branch of an oak tree at Great River that I can already see has no cat in it. Your name came highly recommended. Thanks, Denver. Denver Drill. That's your name, sir? Denver Drill? Wow. You are in the wrong profession, sir. You clearly should have either been in construction or mining. All right. Well, we're going to do this the proper way here. Going to start at the top and work our way down. Like, again, how did it get this dirty? I mean, that thing I can understand. That's your drill tower. That's the one that you set on fire and run drills. So, I mean, that one, you know, that one's going to be dirty. So the mayor has the fire that has the firemen out searching for the cat. Question is, why are you up in a tree that you know that you can see has no cat in it? Like, if you know that it doesn't have a cat in it, why are you searching it? Why are you up in a tree? Or mysterious symbols. Nobody tell the ghost hunters here. The hell? Cats? Cows? What? Yeah, there's a few of them that are like, yeah, they take a little while because they're big ass jobs, but at the same time, oh wow, okay, I was not expecting it to go that easy. At the same time, we're gonna make what? How much money are we making off this one? We are making $1,100. I mean, we're still only getting 5 stars, and we need 90 stars to get the next upgrade, so. Doesn't look like there's any mystery, Oh my God, this is not just dirty, sir. This is rusting badly. Like, good God. Break out the heavy duty nozzle, Jesus. Like, I don't think you can just, like, wash away rust like this. That's generally a bad idea, because you've already, you know, any protective layer has already been removed. So all we're doing is like, all right, I know what we're going to need to do for that one. I know what we're going to need to do for this section. We're going to need to pull out some detergent. Metal cleaner, yes. That's much better. Now if we blast it with the yellow one, we should be able to... Oh my God, that is just really, really bad. We are 2% of the way done. This isn't precarious at all. All right. Let's try not to fall off of there. All right. All right. There we go. Hey, this part actually comes with its own ladder. If I could walk up it. Jeez. All right. You know what would make sense is to put on at least the small extension. That way we don't have to be up close and personal all the time. So I'm guessing the firemen are going to keep us updated on their adventures looking for the cat. I am not gonna try and like balance myself on there, on the edge like that. That is just asking to fall. And thankfully, we take no fall damage. We apparently have long fall boots equipped. We'll take care of some of this. All right, there we go. That's better. Right? I was thinking the same thing when I was making the thumbnail. It's like, man, this place looks like it's just caught fire. I don't think that's what they mean when they call something a firehouse. It's supposed to be, you know, that it has been on fire. All right. I think the challenge achievement for this one is to do this entire thing without ever getting up on the scaffolding. Which this part of it, no big deal. The drill tower, however, that might be a bit more of a challenge. Although with the long extension and the rotating 0-degree nozzle, we might be able to manage it. Wall topper probably will need to hit it from below as well. Basically hit the outside. All right, let's squeeze in a bit here. Ladder might be a bit of a pain because I can't imagine people are doing proper upkeep on the ladder. Which means it's probably rusty as all hell. Seriously, how do you get this much mud? Where is all of this mud that is caked on here? Where is that coming from? Like, I could see it down on the ground level or something, but like, are there mudslides that just come through and like fucking just take everything in mud? Mm-hmm. Yep. Rusty, dirty. There's a reason why we all had to get tetanus shots on a yearly basis. All right. It doesn't look
as bad as I was fearing. Like it doesn't. There definitely looks like there's some rust, but not like a massive amount. Looks like it might mostly be dirt. It took it. It had pity on us. Like, yeah, you did good enough, kid. Get under the ladder here. There we go. Make sure to get this in before we move on. Sure, we'll need to hit this one from below. Oh, wow. All right. Hey, got some of that green slime, mold, fungus stuff growing up here. Good thing I'm not a health inspector as well, because, man, I'm not sure this would be suitable for human habitation. Like, I'm amazed. Like, I'm guessing there is no kind of like health board or health commission or anything in this city, because like nothing should be there's none of this stuff is suitable for human habitation. Like the amount of dirt and like this random green fungus that we keep finding everywhere. That cannot be healthy, can it?
Like, it might just be moss, but it might... I'm kind of getting the impression that it's like some kind of like mold. Like that's not... That is very bad. That's part of what makes me wonder how long any of this has gone since it's been cleaned properly. It's like, yeah, that's... You guys very clearly have a mold problem in this city. Wall topper, but that's probably going to be on the other... Need to be hit from the other side. Hey, how's tricks? Still love spraying your jet around? Why do you have to phrase it like that? Nearly missed out on another RV today. This thing was uglier than a chihuahua chewing a wasp, but it could have been my little wasp chewing chihuahua. Yeah, that's the thing. That's one of the other thing. Our buddy Harper Shaw, who got us the van for our new business, is like really hung up on RVs. He is hunting for like the perfect RV, or just an RV. I don't know why. I mean, it's not just, oh, he wants an RV. He, like, specifically, he has to win it in an auction for some reason. And he has the most awkward way of putting things. Like, I'm not just spraying my jet around. Make it sound like I'm just pissing all over the place or something. It's not what I'm doing. This is a legitimate business, sir. All right, there we go. All right, we'll take a 4-tile swap. Not perfect, but I think it'll get us close enough. Like something this big, they gotta give some leeway. As long as it appears mostly clean, it should count it. I hear you, Mr. Crow. Don't you even think about coming over here and pooping on my nice clean roof. I will spray you down until the point you can't fly anymore. All right. Good grief. Probably, like, I would not be surprised if he's just like, yeah, I just want to find a really good RV and just like cruise the US. No fixed address, nothing like that. Just cruise the US. Which, you know, again, with the fact that this place has an active volcano near it, yeah, I would want to get the hell out of Dodge too. And when he does find an RV, is he gonna have us professionally clean it? I'll do it for him cheap. Yeah, that green stuff is really in there. I mean, I'm not that worried about it. I mean, for some reason, apparently professional power washing means wearing like a damn near full-on hazmat suit. But yeah, that might actually go a long way to explaining why everybody in this town is like a little bit loony. Like they're all suffering from some kind of like, you know, mold-related brain damage. Damn, some of this stuff just really just likes to stick. All right, let me put you there. You're out of the fucking way. There we go. All right, let's just do 2 tiles here. There we go. All right. Old tar. I mean, I could see that, but we found this like on roofs, on siding, on the mats in the playground, the like rubberized recycled mat type things. Like just, yeah, we found this stuff like growing everywhere. Of course, on our second job, which was somebody's backyard, we also happened to find an umbrella that is like identical to the logo from the Umbrella Corporation for Resident Evil, so all right. So this entire roof is clean. Oh, I can't jump? All right. Put you down there. All right. So we'll start with the garage portion, then we'll go to the office. But first things first, I need to take a real quick break because I need to grab myself something to drink. So we'll be right back. All right, and we're back. And it's a blue day. Or blue night? Blue evening? I suppose it's day. It is technically morning. All right. What the hell? There's more graffiti on here? What the heck? Who is painting in blue everywhere? Like, what the hell is all this? All right, we'll start on this side of the garage. See if there's any more mysterious paintings. Doesn't look like, at least not here. All right. You must be, this must all be considered the wall. Man, that trim is pretty nasty. Like a machine gun. All right, now the spotlight is still kind of dirty. Is it the underside? The top? Is it both? Okay, it's just the underside. Good. I don't have to go to the top. Ugh. Yeah, I haven't gotten in. I haven't like logged into Big Fish Games in a long ass time. Like, most of the ones that I play these days are, you know, available on Steam. It got to the point where I couldn't play half of the games that I had purchased because Big Fish Games, their
their launcher was just, it was horrible. What ho! Is this a water jet, people? I'm having a frightful time with the ordinary. And you... What? Can't help notice your ad says Powerwash. You do realize that involves hot water? You should change the wording on your ad. Wait, hang on. I should change the... let's see here. You should change the wording on your ad to pressure wash, unless you're planning an upgrade soon. Look, don't get all technical on my ass. I'm doing you a service here, sir. Don't go trying to fucking get all technical and legal on me. Besides, how do you know that I'm not heating the water before I blast it everywhere? Oh, that looks so pretty. I love doing it like that, where it's just like, yep, it's just this straight line of just cleaning goodness. I really want to just get this trim done with. Oh, good grief. All right, there we go. I was going to say, I'm like, God damn, how far does this trim go? I was afraid the trim was going to go like all the way around into the backside and... That really kind of confuses me. Like, why do you have like brick and tile and fucking sheet metal? How many different construction materials do you have for this firehouse?
Wait, the fire chief gets his own special door for when he needs to go out on a call or something? Like, you have two much bigger doors. You can just use those, right? You don't need a special smaller garage door for the smaller, like, truck. Like the pickup truck that the marshal or the chief would use. You don't need that. I mean, unless this thing is so old that it was like that was originally for like the horse-drawn fucking fire stuff. Which, you know, the way everything around here seems to be ancient, I wouldn't put it past them. You know, it's funny you say that, because eventually we will have to, if I remember right, we will have to clean their fire truck. And, if I remember right, yes, this tells you what else of theirs we will have to clean at some point. This place is big enough that they do have a helicopter for the fire department. Of course, I suppose that might just be because they're close enough to a national forest that... Yeah, especially seems like the control panels and stuff also need to be washed if I remember right. And yeah, it's like all of these small little, like, basically all of these small little switches and like dials and stuff that kind of come out and then they come in, and it's a mess. It is a mess. Just the amount of geometry that they put into the models is a mess. What is that thing? That is a light? If you say so. Right, the wall base we've got. Cool. All right, there we go. This back portion here. All right, you know what? We're taking out the long extension. Just to help keep the pressure on. Well, right up until this point, because I want to see what the hell this graffiti is. So yeah, who is using all of this, like, blue paint for the graffiti? I want to know who is responsible for all this shit, because I got to clean it all up. What the fuck are you? You are a spotlight. Oh. Okay. Why do you have a spotlight? I mean, I guess because of the copter? All right, there we go. Now then. I know somebody somewhere is like, would be raging at how I've watched this stuff. Like, sometimes I'll go up and down, sometimes I'll go side to side. There is no consistency. All right, so we have all of the garage parts done.
We have the office and the drill tower. All right. I think we should be able to get the office done in the next half hour or so. So let's see if we can't manage to pull this out. Especially with like this. Why is that cloud just like appearing and disappearing randomly? Like, yeah, we can, wow, yeah, so, yeah, with a good extension, we can get this done pretty quickly. So we'll finish up the main house, we'll finish up the office section, and then I think we'll call it a night, and we'll start off fresh Sunday at midnight with the tower. There we go. Now I can actually see what I'm doing. Rather than doing a literal spray and pray. Okay, I think I know what I need for that wall topper. I need my ladder. Where's my ladder? Come here, boy. I need to hit this wall topper from the top. Ooh, I also need to hit this side of the wall. Well, maybe I don't need to hit... No? Okay, I don't actually need to hit the wall topper with that. Okay, cool. I thought I thought I had to get up there and like hit it from the top. I'm like, oh, mofo, this is not funny. All right. I wonder if I can do this good enough to not have to get up onto the house. Like, I am thoroughly impressed by this Power Vista 3000. It really does put the Urban X to shame. All right, let's swing over here. See if we can get a good angle here. Again, this is a setting that should never be used on... This is a nozzle that should never be used on windows, because, my God, that should just, like, blast the... Just shatter the fucking things. Doc, it's Leonard, Cal's dad. When you can, come around. I got something filthy. You got something filthy for me, huh? I really do not need to see your, like, 70s era porn stash. Yeah, I mean, that is one thing that I would love to see in one of these types of games where it's like not as part of the main game, but part of like a challenge type thing where it's like it actually drips down. So if you start from the bottom and go to the top, then you're going to have to rewash the bottom because it's going to slowly get dirty. I would love to see that. It would probably be a programming nightmare. All right, I think we might need to grab the ladder. Unless I can hit this just enough. Just the right angle. Oh, I can. All right. So yeah, we just did the upper office wind wall and all that stuff. Well, most of it. Nah, I think I'm gonna have to climb up there.
Although, I don't know. I don't know. We might be able to say, hey, I'm going to try. I'm going to try and do it without actually getting up onto the office. At least, like, the main office, like, section. We should be able to just clean it from here. Like, seriously, I don't know if they've even opened any of these doors recently. Like, that door does not look like it has been used in forever. You would think that at least the doors would be clean. Like, if nothing else, the dirt and stuff would come off on somebody's hand as they're opening it. See, this is the part where this overhang, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to clean enough of it that it'll give us the gold. I don't know if cleaning the bottom and sides and most of the top is going to really be enough. Wait, did I draw a smiley face in that accidentally, or did somebody like draw it with their fingers? Yeah, right? Like, I'm amazed that everything is so in such good repair, but also so filthy. Like, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Now, you want to talk about one that would be amazing as far as like a
a co-op game, or not so much a co-op game, but a collaboration game. This Powerwash Simulator with combined with the House Flipper. Powerwash Simulator and House Flipper collaboration game. That would be fucking amazing. Like the cleaning aspects of this with the repair and enhancements and stuff of the other one. Oh, it would be a slog, absolutely. I mean, some of the House Flipper stuff, especially the co-op missions, the co-op stuff in House Flipper 2, those in and of themselves are just slogs. Like, those take forever. Of course, they're supposed to, you're supposed to have like 2 or 3 people working on them, so. But like, I would love I honestly would love to see something like that, because it's like, hey, maybe the exterior of the house is really, really bad. So you go through, you power wash it. And then you have, then you have the House Flipper aspect of it, where it's like, yeah, now that you've cleaned it all, now you've cleaned the outside, now you got to do something with the inside. This is what I was, that's what I was afraid of with this, was that, yeah, we'd have to climb up here on this. I was afraid we'd have to deal with this stuff. Put it down. Let's grab that. All right. Oh, well, damn. Like, all right. So I think that should be like all the office stuff. So yeah, drill tower, drill tower, drill tower, drill tower. Oh no, wall base? We're missing what? One wall base. This one? All right, there we go. Now we just have the drill tower to do. I mean, to be fair, there was a lot of there was a lot of stuff there, and yeah, the wall bases. Yeah, I totally forgot to hit this side of the wall base. I forgot the inside of the wall bases. All right. Clean, 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 clean. So yeah, now we have just the drill tower to deal with, and we'll be done. But I think that's where we're going to end for tonight because it's already been 2 hours and 24 minutes, so yeah. So we have this big bastard to do, and in order to get the achievement, we have to do it without touching without going up on the scaffolding. Which... maybe we'll be able to. Depends on how much of the bottom of that we need to clean. If we don't have to clean that much of the bottom of that, we'll be good. And then let's take a look here. So we have Grandpa Miller's car and cleaning the penny farthing. This was from Algernon Evans. Came a cropper on an old bicycle. Seems an element of rust may have crept in and seized up the ruddy stop blocks. Give the old boy a quick swish, and there's a shiny threepence bit in it for you. That would not even be worth it. Hello, Doc. I hope you're as good with cars as you are with houses, because I've got my old wagon out of the garage, and it's dirtier than a dung beetle's Christmas list. It still turns over fine, but I'm not taking Dolores out for a spin till it's all gleaming as she is. Thanks, Leonard. Okay, Mr. Miller, there's this little thing called a caps lock. You don't need to have it on at all times. Doc, it's Leonard, Cal's dad. When can you come around? I've got something filthy dirty for you. Again, just that. That's what he sent us to get us enticed with this. It's like, I do not need to see your 1970s porn. Thank you. All right, now with the what is okay? So we need 5,000. So we're only like halfway to getting the Prime Vista Pro. I mean, we still have a lot of stars to gather up too. But yeah, so that's where we're going to end for tonight. And we'll be back Sunday with more. Because, yeah, take Saturdays off just because, yeah, there's so much going on these days, especially with towards the end of summer, that, yeah, people are going to be should be out doing stuff rather than sitting here watching. Yeah, the dirtier than a dung beetle's Christmas list. All right, anyway. As always, thank you guys very much for watching. If you like the video, don't forget to hit the like button. If you're new here, don't forget to prod that subscribe button. If you want to be kept up to date of when we go live and stuff like that, you can ring the bell, but also check out the social media links down below. That's our Facebook page, our Twitter account, our Tumblr account, our Blue Sky account, and the permanent invite for our Discord server, where I try to make sure to notify you guys of when we go live and stuff like that. For example, Sunday at 8 p.m. Central Time, we'll be back with more Red Dead Redemption 2. We're going to be dealing with some of the more story missions and kind of catching up on some of the more hunting stuff. And then that following midnight, we'll be back with more Powerwash Simulator. All that so that you can stay tuned for more from Ollamh Productions. Oh.